Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. I'm going to give you some strength exercises that can help you improve your core, especially from sitting at a computer most of the day. So have fun. The first one I'm going to show you are some crunches that you can do to help strengthen the abdominals. You want to lie on a mat, have your knees to a 45-degree angle. Make sure that you have plenty of cushion underneath your hips. Realize with the crunch that only your head and shoulders have to come off the mat. You can put your hands across your chest. You can also support your head if you need to, but make sure that your shoulder blades are on the mat. You pull your belly button into your spine. You inhale through your nose, and you slowly bring your head and shoulders off the mat and slowly lower them back down. Try not to curl your lower back and let your abs do the work. So you're strengthening the rectus abdominis through these activities. What I suggest usually is to do about 15 to 20 if you're not used to doing those types of activities, and then increase them to 4 or more every other day if you can. Usually sometimes 5 in a week's time or more is a good goal to set yourself for doing, improving. Another exercise that's very similar, but it's going to work a totally different area of the abdominal is called an oblique. You can work the right and left oblique. I'm going to show you both sides. You're going to do a similar form. You're going to lie on your back again. Take your knees and turn them to the right side if you're going to work on the left oblique. If you have issues with your knees turning, you can put a pillow underneath them or some kind of support. Again, you can support your head if you need to, but don't yank or pull your head. You can place your arm across your chest, and what you're going to do is bring your head and shoulders to the top. You don't want to turn or twist, so you're just going to bring your head and shoulders. And in the beginning, you might not feel anything, but if you continue to do the repetitions, you will start to feel that area of the body to fatigue. And again, start with about 15 to 20 repetitions, and then continue to increase those repetitions by 4 to 10 a week, if possible. If not, 2 to 3 a week, and then continue on up. So that was the left oblique. So now we're going to do the right oblique. So if the right oblique, you're going to turn opposite way, obviously. So your right oblique is to the ceiling. Again, head and shoulders to the mat. Support the head if you need to, but again, don't yank or pull. And then let the shoulder blades come off the mat. And again, look, I'm not pulling my head. I'm letting my abdominal do the work. So those are right and left obliques. And the rectus abdominis, which is the main muscle that runs right down the center of the body. Those are very important for good postural principles and habits. The next one I'm going to show you is called a reverse crunch. This is a little bit difficult, and you might have trouble with this. And sometimes when you first start doing this, you don't feel like you're doing anything proper. This is a little bit more of an advanced work with the abdominal. It works on the lower part of the rectus abdominis. Men tend to have a little bit more trouble doing this activity than women. And this is great for getting the area of the abdominal that crunches do not reach. So what you're going to do with this activity is you're going to lie on your back. And I prefer to put my hands underneath my head, but you can leave them on the side. You want to bring your knees into a 45-degree angle and then extend to the ceiling. I like to cross my feet just so my legs don't swing, but you can leave them uncrossed if you prefer. And all you're going to do is roll your tailbone off the mat and release it back down. So it looks kind of like this. It's not very much movement. But if you do it properly, you will feel that lower area of the abdominal region start to work. And it's just a small little area at the base of the rectus abdominis that you're going to work. So that's a series of 4 abdominal activities that can help you improve your posture and also your posture, especially while you're sitting at your computer doing all that hard work for our college. Another activity I'm going to show you for abdominals are called planks. I call these mini planks. You want to put your elbows on the floor, spread your fingers out, curl your toes, pull your belly in, push your hips up, and then you're going to stay right there with your hips in line or parallel to the floor. If you have a bad back and you can't hold to a full plank or a mini plank, you can also come to your knees and go here, and so you can hold that there. The key is pull your belly button to your spine, contract your abs so that your back doesn't sink. You can also place a pillow underneath your abs to push your back up if you have problems with the back curvature. The last one I'm going to show you is something to get the other side of the body, the back side of the body. This is called I forgot what it's called. A bridge. There we go. It's called a bridge. You're going to place your feet about hip distance apart. Lie down on your mat. And you want relax your shoulders. Shoulder blades are on the mat. Heels are hip distance apart. And then all you're going to do is pull your belly button in, keeping your back pretty flat. Squeeze your gluteals and your hamstrings, your glutes and your hamstrings, and then roll your hips off the mat, and you're going to hold. And you're really going to squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings. This can be a more advanced activity as well. You can build up to your time for this. You can also take one leg off the mat, but you don't want to swing down. One leg and then the other leg. Again, you don't want to let the hips swing down. You want to keep it stable. Squeeze your glutes. You could also, as you take your foot off, you could bring the foot to the ceiling, bring it back down, and then lower down. If you have issues doing a full bridge, then you roll your hips. We call these mini pelvic tilts. Roll the hips off the mat. Roll them back down. Roll them up. Roll them down. Roll them up. This is a lead up to the full bridge. And roll them down. When you roll them up, you're going to squeeze your glutes and then relax them. So those are some activities that can help you produce a better core, have a better posture when you sit, walk, or anything else you do. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day.